Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, from wherever the parts of the world you are. This talk is about data enrichment and threat intel integration that could automate and enhance your operational intelligence. I'm Haran, Solutions Architect, Security Specialist at Elastic. Currently, I'm living my passion of security by helping projects and prospects in architecting security solutions with open source projects as well as with the full blown Elastic features. I have done various projects with Elastic Stack. I have been quite a few years of experience with the security operations, SIM implementations, architecting things, and as well as working in various security solutions. Let's get started with this talk. Hunting data, be it any security use cases, right from your threat hunting use cases to an infosec type of security use cases. Searching data or hunting data is what you would be doing in a high level, right? Whatever you are going to do from a security perspective or from an infrastructure perspective, the first thing you are doing is to find meaningful information on the data or find suspicious informations on those data or suspicious artifacts on those data. So hunting data is what day in and day out every security analyst is doing in one or the other way. Hunting data is fine, searching data is fine. Do we have relevant informations on the data? Do we have proper enrichments on the data, or do we gather proper data to proactively or efficiently hunt? In a generic threat hunting process, be it any finding any tactic procedures or technique procedures, right? The first thing is to look for step three, gathering the data to test your hypothesis. You need a proper data set, be it a centralized log solution, analytical solutions, machine learning solution. Even the world is moving towards AI, right? So whatever advanced analytical process which you need to follow, the first thing or the basic thing is to gather proper data and have proper meaningful information on those data. But gathering those data is not easy in today's era of cybersecurity. The important challenge is data is everywhere. Today, data is wealth, data is the information, and data has much more meaning across your infrastructure. Be it your security devices, network devices, host machines, cloud infrastructures, even a containerized environment, you have data everywhere that could give you so much of details, so much of meanings in an efficient hunting as well as efficient, even finding some insider threats, right? So the challenge is to have a centralized log solutions with meaningful data. So first thing to look out is data enrichment. Collecting data from different data sources, from different data types is all good. How about enriching your data with much more meaningful and useful informations? What does data enrichment mean? In a simple layman's term, data enrichment makes your raw data more useful. Enriching your data with much more meaningful information. This added information can be your geographical locations, your user details, your asset details to asset severity details to your infrastructure, your vulnerability details across your different assets, even tagging your infrastructure with different customized tagging based on your environmental use cases is one type of enrichment. On the other hand, beyond giving more useful information, data enrichment could also help you in high level of correlation. So we would be doing correlative type of use cases post ingestion, right? So you have different types of data sources and we will be correlating different data sources for detecting some malicious hunts or malicious artifacts. Obviously, one data set by itself will not have a sufficient or a complete piece of behavior information needed to build a comprehensive single view of artifacts, right? So enriching your data even during the ingestion time or giving proper meaningful information, for example, adding some user details or your employee HR details to particular user domain or user name will help you in finding insider threats easily. For example, if there is any login activity from user who is in long vacation, that is something suspicious. As per the HR database, he is not active in this environment or active in the organization, but still I could see login activities on his particular user IDs. These are something we need to have pre-ingestion enrichment that could reduce the mean time to resolve or mean time to detect in this cybersecurity era. Different data enrichments, for example, geo enrichments, customer database, HR intels, and one of the important data enrichment is threat intel integrations. We would be quickly checking about what is threat intel integrations and how threat intel integrations could help you in achieving a much moving your cybersecurity to a much more matured curve. All the past events can be enriched either through third-party threat feeds, even your ADs, CMDBs, behavior analysis, or endpoint details, asset vulnerabilities, or why not, right? So enriching your data at the ingestion level is one of the important use cases that could help you in automating your operational intelligence. What is threat intelligence? In a high level, obviously, it's indicators of compromise. A list of known indicators of compromise, such as IP addresses, file hash, certificates, domains, URLs, various type of user domains or user names relevant to particular attack across the world or across different verticals compromises to different indicators as talks about threat intelligence, right? So enriching these type of data is much more useful that could help you in determining if an event is malicious or not, even without correlating or even without proactively hunting. And also it adds context to an investigation. So as an analyst, I could easily investigate if I have my data enriched with these type of indicators of compromise, even at the pre-ingestion level. And as I said before, these type of data enrichment and malicious threat intelligence enrichments narrows down my time to time to resolve or mean time to detect something suspicious happening in my data sets. These different data enrichments, be it a non-threat intelligence or be it a malicious indicators of compromise, could help you in leveling up your security to a much more matured curve. Taking a cybersecurity matured curve from phase 1 to phase 3, doing data enrichment at the initial ingestion level, at the phase 1 level, right? That helps you in an advanced proactive analysis towards your threat hunting and finding some insider threats, right? So you have all the meaningful and relevant, useful information during your data ingestion time, during your setting up of your environmental times, and that could help you in phase 3 of proactive analysis while taking your cybersecurity to a much more matured curve. Automating data enrichments or automating that could help you in enhancing your operational intelligence. Add values to your events at pre-ingestion level and find values of the events at post-ingestion level. The second thing, finding values of the events at the post-ingestion level is a very good known use case, right? Having a threat intel lookup, having a correlative type of searches, correlative type of rule creation, alert creation. That's a kind of a known threat landscape. But you could reduce your mean time to detect or mean time to resolve much more efficiently by adding useful information to your events at the pre-ingestion level. Let's take a quick architectural example. In this example, let's use an elastic way of ingesting data, right? So you have multiple data sources. You could ingest data from different types of data sources using an ingestion tools like Logstash, Beats, efficiently into Elasticsearch. You can parse the event, you can parse the data, add some enrichments and various type of things before storing it in Elasticsearch. In our case, in our example, let's say I want to enrich all my data source events or data source, all my raw data using my user details from my CMDB. So I have my CMDB. I want to enrich all my at the pre-ingestion level itself. So CMDB feeds to Elasticsearch or any search, enrich the raw data with CMDB informations, right? Tool, enrich, transform, and load tool, being an ETL tool, Logstash and Beats pipeline can help you in enriching data even from your centralized data lake solutions like Elasticsearch, or even you can use APIs to automatically crawl from your CDP, CMDB, and enrich your data from different data sources. Once you do these type of enrichments at the pre-ingestion level, you could all your data can have much more meaning on useful information. For example, a user detail from my Windows machines can be added with all the relevant information from a CMDB, right? For example, whether what is the email related to that particular user, what is the domain, which department is he vacation on or vacation off, is he still active in the organization. I could collect all the CMDB details of this particular user and enrich it during my pre-ingestion level, and that I could help in various type of use cases. Another example, instead of CMDB, what about enriching my data with threat intelligence information? The same architectural view can be used for integrating my IOCs, indicators of compromise, from different thread feeds. I could save my thread feeds, be it statical thread feeds, a static file of thread feeds, or a dynamic type of thread feeds. I could save it in my Elasticsearch as a centralized data platform. I could utilize those data in looking up the data with an Intel index while parsing my other raw data sources. In this way, for example, particular IP from my firewall data can be enriched with threat intel lookups, and I could add some relevant threat intel information of that particular IP. I could add which domain it is connecting to and which malicious artifacts, which malicious indicators it is connecting to. I could add all those threat intel information even during the pre-ingestion level, and I could quickly create a management dashboard or an analytical dashboard to map all my relevant threat intel match firewall IPs, right? So in this way, uh, even I could reduce my resolution time. Even I could reduce my detection or creating some rule type of times, right? All my data is already enriched at the pre-ingestion level. How does data enrichment helps in addressing different types of threat landscapes? For example, known unknowns, or unknown unknowns, right? Known knowns are nothing but mapping all your data in a very efficient way using IOCs, known behaviors. Traditional SIM does that in an efficient way. For example, creating a rule, correlative type of rule, matching rule, and triggering into an alert. Post-ingestion lookups on your enrichment data or on your threat intel data could help you in addressing these type of known knowns. How about addressing a more sophisticated type of threat landscape like known unknowns and unknown unknowns? How does data enrichment helps in addressing these type of advanced threat landscape, like you have a large data set, large known data, but hard to specify exactly what is a threat, right? Kind of a finding needle in the haystack. Behavior analysis or machine learnings could help you in addressing these type of landscapes. How about having my data enriched with useful information at the pre-ingestion level, where I could use in my behavior analytics using machine learning or any type of automatic, any type of UEBA that could help me in addressing known unknowns. Moving towards proactive type of threat landscape, proactive type of addressing threat landscape like uh, uh, finding or hunting across malicious artifacts. You pick a particular TTP, a technique or tactic procedures, search for malicious artifacts on that particular threat areas, right? Threat gray areas. These type of pre-ingestion enrichments, which we talked so far in our architectural discussions, like threat intel integrations or adding some relevant user informations or malicious artifacts information on my host files or whatever it is, right? These type of uh, um, enriched data can help in finding some potential malicious artifacts in an efficient way. Let's see a quick demo how these type of pre-ingestion data enrichment and threat intel integrations could help me efficiently, and what we saw in architecture. Let's put it in a quick demo. This is my Elastic environment where I am ingesting various data from different machines in my lab environment, and I'm enriching all my IP, all my network details with geospatial enrichments. So I could quickly create a dashboard, right? So this one, which you could see in the screen now, is already a pre-built dashboard that is Elastic is giving me, where all my network data, all my network relevant information is enriched with geo details, and I could utilize this dashboard, and I could see that various types of geo details, various type of geo regions has a different network transactions, bytes in and bytes out, right? So for example, I in my environment, in my organization, I don't have any transactions in China region. Why should I have 154 KB of data transfer? Though it is minimal, but it is something suspicious on the region which I don't have any transaction, right? So I can quickly drag and drop in this particular timeline, which Elastic efficiently provides me to help me in narrowing down or filtering out timely ordered events. All my data is filtered out into timely ordered events, and I could quickly start utilizing these type of data enrichment that I'm doing at the pre-ingestion level. I could see there are various data transactions happening from my Singapore region to China region, right? So I could see the IP details, port details, and various type of things. I can quickly click on this, check on this IP, and have a quick reputational lookup. So this is one way of enriching your data and utilizing those enrichment in much more efficient way. On the other hand, the same geo enrichment I could use in creating a geospatial analysis on my network data. I could quickly create a network analysis map where I could see from which region I'm connecting, where my transaction is connecting to, right? I can have all these details. More than an eye candy visualization, I can have a geospatial analysis on my network data. I could see from my WinLab machine that is coming from US is connecting to different region in my Singapore or in my Africa regions, right? So that's exactly one of the use cases with geo enrichment or pre-ingestion enrichment that is I'm having with my network data. Another example, let's say I'm enriching all my data with my HR database or CMDB database. I'm integrating my Elastic with an email notification and a Slack notification, kind of an automated alert notification. And I could see there is a login from user on vacation detected. How am I detecting that? How am I even collecting those meaningful information, right? I'm collecting all my login events from a HIDS solution like Wazoo, or even my Windows events could give me all my login information. I'm enriching those login information, enriching those data with my HR database, and I'm adding some meaningful context to that particular events. So I'm just going to just pull up that particular relevant details, and that should give you details about what I'm exactly meaning. So in this case, I'm enriching this particular login authentication event with HR database, and I'm seeing if he is in vacation, yes, give me in a red color. If he is a breached account, yes, he is a breached account. And I'm also adding a relevant email details collected from my HR database to that particular username coming from my Windows events or from my Wazoo events. So this is the data pre-ingestion data enrichment I was talking about, right? In this way, I could even find an insider threat that is trying to log in, or insider user account that got compromised and trying to log in even while he is not in the organization. So that's exactly I was talking about pre-ingestion data enrichment use cases. Let's see another example. Impossible travel detected. Another example with geospatial enrichment use cases. A user has logged into a web page from two different countries in last 5 minutes. These type of use cases I could quickly detect, right? I'm not going to create a rule. I'm not going to create a large query or a complex query to create some correlative type of use cases. With pre-ingestion data enrichments, I could quickly check uh, with the geospatial enrichment. I could quickly set I could quickly check if the particular user is logging from different countries in last 5 minutes. So let's see what these details or what this data is going to give me for. Yep. So it is going to tell it is telling me that in this particular username in this but using different IPs, and I'm resolving this particular IP to geo enrichment, and I could see in less than 5 minutes with this timestamp, in less than 5 minutes, this particular user is connecting to my web server from different location, US and Great Britain. That is something suspicious, right? Why would a user connect to a web server in less than 5 minutes with two different locations? So data enrichment, both at the post-ingestion level and pre-ingestion level, can give you or address much more efficient use cases with the lens of security. I would I would like to utilize this talk or this particular space to provide much more context about data enrichment, and I hope that gave you a much more useful information how efficiently you can use data enrichment with the lens of security in finding or reducing your detection time or mean time to resolve and mean time to detect malicious artifacts. Thank you.